Hey,
Welcome back. Voted out of last tribal council. Bella.
I'm gonna have to repeat this, dude.
Griffin went. That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Bella, I missed you already.
All right, I think everybody is here. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into tribal council. All right, so Emily, you just received a lot of votes just a little bit ago, and then you were immediately put into another immunity challenge, and here you are at another tribal council. What's going through your head? How do you feel right now?
I figured it out. Okay. I don't know. It was a fast 30 minutes of everybody pitching their little, voting pitch. I don't even know what's going to happen at this tribal. What's going through my head is I pray to God it's not me.
All right. Evan, you received votes at the last tribal council as well. Had that idol not been played on you, you would have went home tonight. How are you feeling going right back into another tribal?
I don't know. Like, I haven't even processed or gathered all my thoughts. Like, I knew something shady was going on through that whole tribal. You can ask anyone who I talked to that I knew something was going on. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, coming in, this is what my placement and second chances. I just want to beat my placement. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know where my head's at right now. I have no idea how to process any of this.
All right. Ned, you were on Exile Island. You were away from the group, and here you are being thrown directly into a challenge and then a tribal. What's going through your head after being rejoined to the group?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I thought I had a free day today. I had plans, but I canceled them. But I have no idea. Like, clearly, me going did make an impact on who went home, like the dynamic and how two idols would play. But Exile was an interesting experience, to say the least. But I got no idea what's going to happen tonight. I'm just going to trust the people. What the people are telling me.
All right. Dejan, earlier tonight you sat with a necklace around your neck, and now you're at tribal council, no necklace on you. How do you feel sitting at this tribal? Oh, Dejan, you're on mute, by the way.
Okay. At the tribal, I feel vulnerable. I feel like that every tribal, even with a necklace around my neck, you should never feel too safe in the game of Survivor. I know I'm getting votes tonight. I just know I'm getting votes. It's been the trend. But hopefully, I'm just going to pray to God that it's not me tonight.
All right. Tristan, you're at tribal council right now with an immunity necklace around your neck and this kind of crazy, really fast-paced amount of gameplay. Do you think it kind of gives you a clearer mind? Are you able to kind of make moves that you want to make, or what's it like having the necklace tonight?
I'm so happy to have the necklace. Like, this whole speed tribal whatever gives me so much anxiety, but it does not give me a clear mind. Like, I'm still so flustered by everything, and everything's so short notice, so it's like I feel like everybody's kind of scrambling, and it's really making me nervous, and I know it's got to be making everybody else nervous too.
All right. Demi, you were not able to compete in the immunity challenge because you did not have your cups. How does that make you feel, tonight being so fast-paced? Maybe you could potentially go home after not even being able to be in the challenge.
Florina, I think that, I don't know, I am nervous because I don't know if there was an advantage or a idol clue in the challenge because I wasn't allowed to even see the challenge. So I don't know, but you never know. I didn't think it would be Evan, but it was Evan. So you never know.
All right. Jordan, Demi mentions and what if there was an idol or an advantage in the challenge? Are idols and advantages something that people are thinking about tonight?
I mean, probably a little bit, but I think everybody's just thinking about how to survive. And after last vote, I came in with what I thought was a plan, and then everybody did something else. So I'm like, if everybody else is going to do what's best for them, that gives me the clear option to do what's best for me. at this point.
Right. Dejan, what was the dynamic like back at camp in that 30-minute span you guys had to talk?
It felt weird. It was like everybody is like on their own, basically. It wasn't like no tight knit groups. Basically, everybody was running around pleading their cases, but like, saying if you keep me, I'll keep you type thing. And I'm just like, I don't know, Drew. Like, I'm just praying that it's not me tonight. I'm like this close to making it to finale. So hopefully I can get there.
All right. Evan, would you agree with that statement that tonight it kind of felt like those two sides were disbanded a little bit? It felt more individual.
Oh, 100%. Like I was in the Discord, and then I think Dejan and Tristan went to go talk to each other. Demi wasn't in the Discord, and then I forgot who, but then they were like, "Hey, Emily P, Jordan, Ned, can we go to a 3-person?" And I was just left alone. So I definitely think it's gonna be like sides tonight, but it just all comes down if someone flips or not.
Emily, it was no secret last tribal council that you were someone who was in the more so minority side. Do you think in the 30-minute span that you've had to talk that potentially some dynamics have shifted?
Oh, 30 minutes? You think there's any dynamics going on, Drew? No, absolutely not. People are just going to whoever they can because they realize it is final 6 coming up right after this. You are about 3 or 4 votes away from staying in this game. So with this time span of 30 minutes, anything could happen, and I still don't know exactly what's going to happen at this tribal.
Jordan, Emily brings up a really good point. After this tribal council, boom, it is the finale. It will be pre-filmed. You can talk about what you want to do so close to the end. That final 3 is in sight where 3 of you will get to plead your cases to the jury. Potentially one of you become the final winner of Reality Noted. How does that shift the game?
It's just like I said, you go into survival mode. Like, it's so close. A 30-person cast, and we're down to the final 7, and it's this close to at least make it to the finale of a 30-person cast is like, it would be everything. Like, whew, that's all I can say.
Ned, with that being the fact of, right after this, boom, finale. Right now is the final 7. What's going through your head when thinking of who do I vote tonight?
I mean, can I just say, like, I'm just wondering, in everyone's head, do you guys want to win this game? Do you guys want to have a really strong chance of winning this game?
Ned, I would stop talking because you pissed off half of the jury. I don't know, like.
I know that I'm probably not winning, but at least I want to give at least people's mindsets in their head think either probably Dejan is probably going to win at the end if he gets to the end. So people need to start thinking this is a great chance to take him out.
I'm only one person, though. I'm only one person. I'm literally one person out of the 7. I'm one person. Do you really think I have that much control over an entire 7-person tribe?
No, you probably don't.
I want to say this. I just want to say this.
Did he cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut out. Evan, you need to repeat that. You cut out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say this because when the Griffin got voted out, people thought that Dejan was the mastermind behind that, and I was called a minion when that was literally a last-minute decision.
Which I did find out today.
I'm just trying to back up Dejan for that because as he said, he's only.
If I really had a say in who I wanted to go, it would not be Griffin that night. Like, literally, like it baffles me that people really thought that I had that much control over that entire tribal in the past few tribals. I'm like, come on now.
I just think with that tribal council, the way maybe my head was thinking that you had more control over it was because there was a clear opportunity for people to make a move and get you out, but they didn't, and they protected you. So I think that's where my head was at, where it came with you.
Okay, but I don't get. Okay, I have to say something because, why would I vote out Dejan, someone who voted with me, and keep Griffin, who's someone who lied to me several times, called me out at a tribal that I wasn't even there. So why would I keep someone who has done that over someone who has been loyal?
I was literally about to say the same thing. Like, me and Tristan got thrown under the bus by him, that tribal.
Yup.
And
Right.
someone who voted me out.
A question for Ned. Ned, you made it very vocal that you believe that Dejan is a threat. What makes Dejan a threat?
I just think he has played so well since the start of this game. You know, even from the pre-match. Can I? The question was for me. Let me speak. Okay.
I just joined on my phone, so I was just letting everyone know I joined on my phone. Go ahead.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think he's played since the start. You know, even from the very first, the second tribal council on Pose, he was able to flip on an alliance and vote out Simona. Like, he's playing from the very start. I think he's played very well. Props to him. And I just think if you make him get any further right now, then he is gonna steamroll ahead. You've seen him win immunities. He stayed up for God knows long to win that last immunity challenge, and I think he's a massive threat to this game, and I think he will win if he gets to the end. And this is a golden chance to get him out. While I don't know if he does have anything, but while he could be vulnerable.
I just want to say this: if I vote Dejan right now, like I'm telling you guys right now, if I were to vote Dejan right now, where does that leave me? Like, I'm just gonna get picked off 6th, 5th.
I don't know. I haven't really thought that much ahead.
You never did, but.
All right, so Evan, in your eyes, Evan, where does that leave the sides? Because you're saying if I vote Dejan off, then where does that leave me? Well, where are the sides in your eyes? What do you need to do tonight in order to benefit your game going forward?
I need to do what I think is going to get me farther in this game. What's going to get me to the final tribal council. I plan forward. Like I don't think short term. I think long term. I don't think about now. I think about the future. You know, like right now the sides are who voted where last tribal. I think so. Me, Dejan, Demi, and Tristan who voted Emily, and then Jordan, Emily, and Ned. Even though Jordan didn't vote, Jordan was left out of the plan, but I still think he's like with Emily P. But I'm just trying to do what's best for me and my game and what's going to get me to final tribal council. That's just the goal, you know.
Drew, and off of what Evan was saying, basically saying why he wouldn't vote me is because Ned just explained it very well. He said Dejan wins immunity. He's played since the beginning of the game. If I go home, the next person with the same amount of immunity wins as me is Evan, so he's gonna be the next target. So that's why he's basically saying like, why would I vote Dejan now if we're both two people that they're trying to get out this game?
Exactly. That's exactly perfectly explained.
Dejan actually. Oh wait, now you go on.
I don't necessarily think that Evan's that big of a threat, if I'm being completely honest. He didn't vote in majority for like 5 tribal councils in a row.
That's your opinion.
Okay, but playing off the bottom doesn't mean you're that good of a player either.
I think it's okay. There's different types of game styles. I've always been an upfront type of player. Some people play behind the scenes, and you can respect that. Because for me, I can see Jordan winning this game. If anything, Jordan has successful idle plays and advantage play that's successful. Like
one of the best advantage plays.
He changed the way this game was functioning after that reversal twist. I'm telling you that straight up. Like
that's true.
But I'm not voting him tonight.
Everybody
that's left in this game deserves to win, and I don't want to hear shit about that. So,
Jordan, when they were complimenting your game and giving reasons as to why maybe you could win, you were making faces. You want to elaborate maybe on what you thought about that?
I'm trying to survive. I don't need any spotlight on me. Like, people know I've looked out for them, so I'm hoping that they can look out for me tonight, even when I was left out of votes. So I'm like, come on, people could do me a solid, at least look out for me.
All right. And Dejan, really quickly, I want to go back to something that you mentioned at the beginning of Tribal was very interesting, that you felt it was more individual back at camp. It wasn't those same sides. But then Evan went and talked about how he felt like the sides were still what they were at the last Tribal Council. So clearly in that sense, you guys had two different viewpoints. Can you kind of elaborate to me a little bit on that?
Here's why I think it was individual. I think everybody, 30 minutes is survival. You're trying to protect yourself at the end of the day. That's where I get it, where it's individual. And people are coming to you that you normally would not even, talk to if it was a regular tribal. Like, you would try to stray away from them. So it's like those conversations are included in this tribal council. So that's where the individual part comes in. Where the group comes in is like people still latch together towards the end of the 30 minutes. Like the last 10 minutes, everybody comes together. Is like, hey, we know what we need to do, so let's do it.
Emily, here shortly I will update whispers and everything, but I can see you on the screen with your phone typing frantically. I can only imagine you're whispering. Is things changing right now at Tribal Council?
Yeah, yes. I don't know. Like, there wasn't really set plans before we got to Tribal, and then people made plans, and then there are no plans, and there's plans again. People are now apparently campaigning to the jury why other people have played great games. I'm like, great, they're gonna write that down in their book, be like, Jordan played a great game, should vote in the. That's what this Tribal Council is turning into. Everybody's just complimenting each other's games. Good job. Like that kind of stuff. I think everybody in the right mindset tonight is like, get rid of who my biggest competition is. They're thinking for themselves, which as they should. Vote out who you think your biggest competition is at the end of the day. Do what you want. Play your game, I guess.
All right. Tristan, Emily mentions that everybody tonight is trying to get rid of the person that is their biggest threat. How hard is it to make sure that you have enough people on the same plan getting out the same person?
I think it's really hard because at the end of the day, everybody is playing for themselves individually and they want to save themselves. But it's frustrating because what's best for your game is not always necessarily what's best for the next person. So her saying, vote out who your biggest competition is, her biggest competition may not be my biggest competition.
All right, guys, really quick, I'm going to do a whisper update. Let's go see what's going on. And we've been here for 60 minutes. So I'm seeing not a lot of whispers in my. So you might want to make sure you're talking in the chat with Reality Noted because I'm not seeing a lot of that going on. So I see an Evan and Demi. I see an Emily, Pitch, and Ned. I see a Ned and Demi. I see an Emily, Pitch, and Tristan. I see a Jordan and Emily. I see a Jordan and Demi, a Tristan and Ned, an Evan and Tristan. And then I see a Dejan, Tristan, Evan, and Demi. All right. And if you are messaging somebody one-on-one individually and you wanted to go ahead and let me know that you're whispering to them, feel free to shout that out and let me know what's really going on. All right. That being said, let's get back into it. Ned, at this tribal council, how important is it to not only get on page for one vote off, but try to make sure you have some people going with you that will be on the same page for the next one as well?
I think what a lot of people are worried about is, like, let's say whoever goes home tonight, like, what's their plan to get to the final three or whatever, who are the groups of people that they're going to stick with. So I think that definitely does come into play. But, like, I don't know, like, whoever does vote, the way that they vote this tribal council, if it's going to run till the end of the game or not, like, if people are planning on flipping on anything. But I think this is a good chance to flip on groups and make a big move.
Jordan, do you think tonight's tribal council is going to eventually come to a point to where a large majority of people are on the same page, or is tonight's vote's going to be a little bit messy?
I mean, I feel like from my standpoint, from where I'm at, I think it would be messy, but maybe people do have a plan. I mean, everybody's going to end up doing what they want to do. That gives them the best chance of making it not only to the finale, but to the end. So it might be messy, it might not.
Evan, at this point, here in a second, I'm about to say, all right, guys, let's cast your votes. It's coming. How nerve-wracking is it considering that final tribal council is right around the corner?
That's extremely nerve-wracking. Like, I can speak for everyone here who's left in the game. Everyone here wants this win. Everyone here wants to win this game, but not all of us can make it there, and not all of us can win. So, I mean, it's just gonna be like, it's just not gonna get any more less stressful from here on out. So, and I'm nervous for me tonight because I got 7th and second chances. I'm just trying to beat my placement.
All right, guys. And with that being said, unless anybody has anything they would like to say, we can get to the votes. All right, guys. 5 minutes to vote starting now. So you guys have, I'm going to give you guys until 16 because it's about to turn 11. 11 Central Time. Go ahead and make a wish. While I wait for the votes, let me do a little bit of a whisper update. So we got Tristan, Demi, Evan, and Dejan. We got Emily and Ned. We got Jordan and Emily. All right, guys, 1 minute to get those votes in. 1 minute.
Drew, the Ponderosa Whisper.
They have.
All right, guys. You guys hear and see me? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Okay.
Go ahead,
All right,
Drew.
guys.
We can see you.
With that being said, I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. That being said, let's get to the votes. First vote,
Who would have an idol?
Emily P. Sorry, I love you. Second vote, Evan. Third vote, Emily P. Sorry, girly. Fourth vote, Evan. Fifth vote, Emily P. Sixth vote, Evan.
Rocks it
Seventh
is.
vote, Dejan, meaning we have a tie. This means that
Oh my God.
Dejan, Tristan, Jordan, Demi, and Ned must come to a unanimous decision between Emily and Evan, or Dejan, Jordan, Demi, and Ned will go to Rocks as Tristan has the immunity necklace.
Of course, this is Rocks.
I've been
God.
in a similar situation before where I had immunity and it was possible Rocks.
Oh my God.
What do you want to do?
But yeah, I'm gonna hear y'all out.
I mean, I'm voting Evan, so
Okay.
I'm going to Rock's family, so I don't really care. It's up to you guys.
So Demi,
I'm going.
me.
I'm going to Rocks for Evan.
You're going to Rocks?
So,
Thank
we're gonna go to Rocks no matter what.
All right, guys.
Oh my
for
God.
the third time ever in reality noted,
Oh my God.
we will be going to Rocks. So
Who's voting?
please, God.
Wait, are you pulling from like a hat?
I'm gonna pull from. I'll pull from a cup. I'll pull from this cup and I'll
Wait,
show
I
you
can't
guys.
see. I can't see the camera.
You can't see me?
No.
Well, leave the call and come back. Okay.
I'm
gonna
so
write down-
sorry for whoever
I'll tell you
goes.
guys.
I feel so bad for y'all.
Yeah.
It's
Hold on.
okay. So we'll take it. I was not winning in the end.
Wait, so
anyway.
is it Jordan, Ned, and
I just
Dejan?
wanted to eat. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to tear this paper.
Oh, and
I'll show
Demi.
you guys.
Never
I'm gonna
mind.
put names down. You will see. So how many people are going? 1, 2,
Four.
3, 4. 2, 4.
Oh my God.
Thank you. I won immunity because Karma would have bit my ass from season 2.
All right, guys. So really quickly, I'm gonna write your names, and then
I know what's his name is so mad right now.
this is Jordan's second time going to Rocks. His first time he made it out alive, and I
Oh my-
believe this
Hey,
is
Jordan.
everyone else's first.
It was only me.
This is only the third time. And one of the other times that we went to Rocks, Emily P was rocked out. All right, guys. So first one, Ned. I'm gonna fold it up. You guys
Please
see
pick
me
his.
fold it?
Please pick his name up.
So I have it folded up, and I'm gonna put it in the cup. Cup is empty. It's in the cup. Dejan. I'm gonna fold it up. And I'm gonna put it in the cup.
Good luck.
Demi. I'm gonna fold it. And I'm gonna put it in the cup. And Jordan, I'm going to fold it. And I'm gonna put it in the cup. All right, guys, that's all in the cup. I'm gonna shake it around. I'm not looking. I'm gonna look at the screen. I'm sticking my hand in, and I'm wrestling around.
I want to try.
All right. I have a name.
Oh my god.
Next person voted out of the game by being rocked out. Dejan. All right. Dejan, that is it.
Thank you so much, Drew, for bringing me back. If I have to go out
Oh
the
my
way
God.
with you Rocks,
God.
I'm wishing everybody left in the game the best of luck. I'm telling you guys right now, just fight to the death because I would do the same thing if I was put in that situation. This was my time, and that's all I have to say.
I love you, Dejan.
Right,
Dejan, I
guys.
feel so bad for
Love you,
you.
Dejan.
Oh my god.
So
I'm
rough.
hanging up
Oh
the
my
call
God.
for everyone else. Head back to Discord. There will be a challenge tomorrow. Bye, guys. Final six.
Oh my god.